Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Today our topic is sound as a wave. Sound is an energy that travels from one place to another, and it travels from one place to another in the form of wave. This is loudspeaker and there is cone inside the loudspeaker. When we play the loudspeaker, it cone vibrates in and out. Very quickly it moves in and out. When this cone moves in, it stretches the molecules of the air that is in front of it. And when it moves out, it squashes the particles of the air that is in front of it. And these stretches and squashes spread out through the air in front of this cone of loudspeaker. And then this sound wave travel in the form of squashes and stretches, and when it reaches our ear, it vibrates the eardrum. The eardrum vibrates the middle ear vibrates the inner ear, and from inner ear the electrical signals go to our brain, and then we hear the sound. And the sound waves are different from the waves on the sea, or the waves ripples, or the waves that are produced in water. स्टूडेंट्स मैं आपको बताती हूँ कि ये देखें, इसकी कौन होती है ना लाउड स्पीकर की। जब हम इसको प्ले करते हैं, यानी जब चलाते हैं इसको, तो इसकी कौन बहुत तेज़ी से इन एंड आउट मूव करती है। जब वो इन मूव करती है तो एयर के मॉलिक्यूल्स जो कि लाउड स्पीकर के सामने इन फ्रंट ऑफ द लाउड स्पीकर, दे विल बी स्ट्रेच, क्योंकि वो अंदर की तरफ गई है और ये स्ट्रेच हो जाएंगे, यानी कि वो स्प्रेड आउट हो जाएंगे। और जब वो बाहर की तरफ मूव करेगी तो एयर मॉलिक्यूल्स विल बी स्क्वैश्ड, यानी कि दे विल कम क्लोज टू ईच अदर, वो करीब करीब आ जाएंगे। इस सिचुएशन को हम कहते हैं स्क्वैश्ड। अच्छा, जब एयर मॉलिक्यूल्स को फोर्स किया जाता है कि वो करीब करीब आ जाएं, तो इस सिचुएशन को हम कंप्रेशन भी कहते हैं। और जब एयर मॉलिक्यूल्स स्ट्रेचेस होते हैं तो दिस सिचुएशन इज़ नोन एज रेयरफेक्शन। और साउंड वेव्स पहले, यानी कि ये सारी सिचुएशन इस लेयर में कंसिडर करें कि ये एयर की डिफरेंट लेयर्स हैं इन फ्रंट ऑफ दी लाउड स्पीकर, बल्कि लाउड स्पीकर के तमाम डायरेक्शन में, नॉट ओनली इन फ्रंट ऑफ। क्लियर? तो ये जो कंप्रेशन और रेयरफेक्शन है, ये एक लेयर से दूसरी लेयर से तीसरी लेयर, हत्ता कि वो पहुँचती लिसनर के सोर्स से वो लिसनर के पास पहुँच जाती हैं। ठीक है? और इस तरह फिर फाइनली ईयर ड्रम वाइब्रेट होता है, और सारा जिस तरह मैंने बताया, ये ड्रम के बाद मिडल ईयर, इनर ईयर, और इनर ईयर इलेक्ट्रिकल सिग्नल सेंड करता है हमारे ब्रेन में, और फिर हमें पता चलता है जी सोर्स से क्या आवाज़ आ रही है, और वो हम फिर सुन पाते हैं। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आवर नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज मॉडल ऑफ अ साउंड वेव। When a loudspeaker scratches the air in front of it, it means the air molecules are forced close together, and this is called compression. And when the loudspeaker stretches the air molecules are spread out, and this is called rarefaction. Sound waves are the series of compression and rarefaction. And wavelength is the distance between two compression or rarefaction. And we see this by sending a wave along a slinky spring. This is a slinky spring. Its one end is fixed with a rigid support, and it is put on a floor or bench, and through other end we will get it regular push and pull, so that a wave is produced in it. Wave will be produced in the slinky spring like this. these terms are very close to each other. This situation is known as compression, and these terms are spread out. They show the rarefaction. You can see that these waves show a series of rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression, rarefaction, compression. This sound waves are also like this, and these compression and rarefaction move backward and forward. They move backward and forward. बेटा ये स्लिंकी स्प्रिंग है, इसको इसका एक सिरा हमने इसको फिक्स कर दिया है और दूसरे सिरे से इसको हम पुश एंड पुल कर रहे हैं, जिसकी वजह से इस तरह की इसमें इसके टर्न्स में ये कंप्रेशन और रेयरफेक्शन प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं। और वेवलेंथ जो है, इट इज़ द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू कंप्रेशन और रेयरफेक्शन। ये देखें, एक ये कंप्रेशन है, उसके बाद नेक्स्ट नियरेस्ट ये वाला कंप्रेशन है कॉन्सिक्यूटिव इसके साथ। तो इन दो कंप्रेशंस का दरमियानी फ़ासला या इन दो रेयरफेक्शन का दरमियानी फ़ासला, इसको हम कहेंगे वेवलेंथ। बेटा these waves that are on the spring and the sound waves that are produced by the loudspeaker, they are known as longitudinal waves. They are known as longitudinal waves because the particles of the medium move backward and forward, not upward and downward like the waves on the sea. We can also say that sound wave is an example of oscillation. Now, what is oscillation? Oscillation is a regular backward and forward or upward or downward movement. A mass on a spring will oscillate up and down if it is pulled down and then released. So it will oscillate regularly up and down. And when we push the child swings, it also move up and down. The dogs can hear sounds that even human cannot hear. That's why they are used for investigation. Next, we have to do test yourself. Question number 1. What are sound waves? The sound waves are stretches and squashes of the air spread out from the source of sound. Question number 2. In sound waves, what is the distance between compressions called? The answer is sound waves are a series of compression and rarefaction. Wavelength is the distance between two compressions or rarefactions, including this diagram and showing the wavelength. Question number 3. What is a longitudinal wave? Answer is the wave on the spring and sound waves are called longitudinal waves. This means that their vibrations move backward and forward, not up and down like the waves on the sea. A sound wave is an example of an oscillation. Question number 4. How are sound waves different from the waves in the sea or the ripples on water? But the answer is the waves on the sea or the ripples on water are different from the sound waves because sound waves move backward and forward, not upward and downward like the waves on the sea. Sound waves are longitudinal waves, while the waves on the sea or the ripples on water are transverse waves. Thank you.